Hello everyone and welcome to the Royal National Park, which is about a 45-minute drive south of Sydney. So it is paid entry to enter the park. It is 12 Australian dollars for all-day entry per vehicle. So whether that's car, four-wheel drive, whatever, $12. So today we're exploring the Bunguna path. There are many other pathways in the Royal National Park, but we're on the Bunguna path today. And something quite unusual for a park is that, as you can see, there's asphalt or there's paving. So if, let's say, you have someone with mobility issues, they would like to explore the great outdoors, so far it looks like they could explore the Bunguna path of the Royal National Park. Normally, as you may have seen in some of my other videos, it's normally just a dirt track, can be uneven, can be slippery. But yeah, so far this looks like quite a civilized track, shall we say. Alright, so I've been walking for less than 5 minutes, let's say 5 minutes if you dawdle, and I'm just coming up to this lookout. So here we are, the Bunguna lookout, where it would seem that this particular trail ends. So yeah, a short little walk up into this vantage point. But by no means the end of the adventure, because if I turn around and go this way, there was a fork in the road. I chose to go right, so I'm now going to return to the fork in the road and go left and see where that takes me. So here's that fork in the road. This is where we originally came from, and now we're going to go down these steps. So yeah, just bear in mind, this pathway now is becoming more like your traditional national park walkway. There are some steps, the ground is uneven, there's debris. So one thing that I think is noteworthy about exploring the outdoors in Australia is that usually when you're walking down the street minding your own business, if you see someone who you don't know walking in the opposite direction, you just mind your own business. You don't acknowledge them, don't make eye contact. It's normally a little bit weird if you don't know someone. However, when you're exploring the outdoors, I find that it's really common to greet someone. So if someone were walking towards me right now, I would say hello, they would say hello back, we'd smile. I find that's perfectly normal when you're in the great outdoors, but for some reason that's not something that you would do in the suburbs as you're going about your day-to-day life. So there you go, just a little bit of cultural norms here in Australia, depending on the environment. Alright, so we're coming up to this crossroads. Today we're going to go towards the left. So I don't know if you can see the signs just yet, but today we're going to take this path that goes to Temptation Creek and Anana Hill. If we go in this direction towards Grays Point, that's about a 20-minute walk, and that takes you back into civilization. So out that way at the end of this walk there are some residential properties, so I suppose if you live in the area you could enter the park via that direction. I haven't been in this direction, so let's go find out what happens at Temptation Creek. You are allowed to ride your bike in the Royal National Park, although I don't know why you would, because as you can see the road is quite bumpy. This doesn't look like fun for me, but if you want that extreme fitness challenge, go ahead. So here's something a little bit unusual. You can see civilization straight ahead. Normally when I do my walks in the Blue Mountains, which are west of the city, usually it's just bushland, bushland and more bushland. but I guess we're closer to civilization here down in the Sutherland Shire south of Sydney. So yeah, just check out that skyline. It's a little bit different. And yeah, looks like we're up to another crossroads and one of these piles of rocks that I've talked about before. Hang on, let me get closer because I'm not sure if you can see just yet. Alright, Temptation Creek to our left, so that's what we're looking for. But here we have this pile of rocks, and I did a couple of videos about these, and these piles of rocks, from what I can gather, usually mark a more extreme off-road track, which, you know, I don't see. So at the moment, I'm not actually sure what this pile of rocks is supposed to be marking out, but yeah, let's keep our eyes out and let's see if we can find any more of them and see what they mean as we make our way to Temptation Creek. Whoop. So I've been walking down this slope for a little while now, and there are some loose rocks as you saw, so mind your step. As always, wear comfortable shoes with good grip. And yeah, it looks like this hill will give you quite a bit of a workout on your way up. Say hello to my little friend. So I'm pretty sure this is a bearded dragon. They're native to Australia. You may have seen them online. People keep them as pets all across the world, but yeah, they're native to Australia. Oh. And I think naturally they're these kinds of colours so that they can camouflage. I have seen some people who have bred them to be all kinds of bright colours, but they'd be sitting ducks if they were so brightly coloured out here in the wild. So here we go. A bearded dragon. Natural colours in its natural habitat. Alright, so I've just come up to this sign which says Temptation Creek. I did not pass the creek. I passed a tiny little stream that I managed to take a step over, but at no point in time did I walk past a creek. Alright, let's turn around. Let me show you what I'm talking about, because if that was Temptation Creek, I am not impressed. Guys, look, an echidna. I've never seen one of these guys in the wild before. And here we have Temptation Creek, which I find to be neither tempting nor a creek. I would say it's a little bit more than a trickle. I'd say it's a stream. But yes, here you go, Temptation Creek. At least I did the exploring so you didn't have to. I've been on better walks. I think I might link to some of those at the end of this video. So thank you for sticking with me. Better luck next time.